Luke, you described the performance last week as lacklustre. You've had a full week to prepare for Bromley. Do you think it's beneficial for the players and it's what you needed?
Works both ways. I think it's needed because obviously Saturday, Tuesday is quite relentless in terms of the amount of games you have in a short period. So to get bodies a little bit fresher, when you lose a game, you kind of want a game round the corner to try and get it out of your system as soon as possible. So it works both ways. I think we've had a good week, a productive week in terms of where we're at in terms of Bromley and how they play. We can't really focus on the Monday game too much because we've got to put into place Saturday, and fundamentally we've had a positive week and we finish off with a nice short sharp session tomorrow going to Bromley come Saturday.
You've been impressed with the performances more than the results, and you've picked more or less the same team every week. Are you tempted to switch up a bit and try some new players?
Listen, we got 2 games in a 3-day period after coming off the back of playing 5 games in a 2-week period. So yeah, there's going to be changes. Obviously, like I said, the focus has to be Bromley. I can't think too far ahead in terms of Ebbsfleet, but I'm not the only manager that's obviously got them decisions to try and shuffle the pack to an extent in regards to getting fresh bodies in for this Saturday and obviously on Monday. Yeah, I've used probably similar personnel. You look at the team that played on Saturday and the week before on the Tuesday, it was the exact same starting 11. I thought they deserved to play, I have to say. To go to Dagenham and play in the manner in which we did and we dominated the game of football, I felt that it was harsh on the starting 11 to not name the same team. On reflection, hindsight, should I maybe change it slightly? Yes, if we lose, I'm then kicking myself to what reason why I changed it. Whereas this weekend, I won't be forced into changes, but I think we then go into another period, obviously, surely the following Saturday, and then we go to another 6 games in a 4-week spell. So I've got to utilise my squad. I'm content with where I am with my squad. I think I've got a great balance, a great competition, and whoever's called upon for Saturday, I think they deliver.
Have you worked on anything different in training to get more consistency with the results?
No, I feel that the performances, I spoke to a couple of managers finally yesterday, and just said obviously how you're getting on. I said the performances have been very good. I'd rather take a crappy 1-0. And both their responses were, yeah, only the crappy 1-0s may last for a certain amount of time, but if your performances are good, they'll always kick into gear in terms of getting results. So yeah, I'm happy with where we're at in terms of performances. I think Sutton are a good side. I thought it was 2 good sides cancelling each other out on Saturday, and they edged us with the Tommy Wright finish. And for me, we go up against Bromley on Saturday, who are a different beast, different animal this year. They've got personnel in Mark Cousins, who's experienced at this level. You look at Chris Bush, who's experienced at this level. You look at Michael Cheek, add Joe Kizzy, Billy Bingham, Reece Hackett-Fairchild. They've just brought back Josh Reese. So we know we're under no illusions how tough it's going to be on Saturday, but we go there full of confidence. It's been a very good week. It's been a very positive week. We've had the luxury of getting some good work into the boys, getting some organisation into them, especially today. And yeah, we go there hopefully coming away with a result.
They're in good form, Bromley, still unbeaten and only 2 points off the top. What's your approach going into this?
Attack. No, they're a good side. Like I said, I've watched them at length, watched their Torquay game, the Aldershot game and the Hartlepool game. Plays a certain way in terms of their 2 screeners, Billy Bingham and Frankie Raymond, and they've got great personnel in forward areas. Coulson, Rico Hackett-Fairchild, who got a brace on Saturday. George Porter, who's willing and works, got great endeavour, and Cheek, who's a vocal point for them. You add that to their threats, they scored 5 goals from 7 in set pieces, being free kicks or corners. So we know they're going to be disciplined on that. We know they're going to be organised on their restarts, and they've got long throws in George Porter and Chris Bush. But they'll be watching us. They'll be focusing on how bright Cabs looks, how organised Pierre Mongoria is when he gets on the front foot, Kieran how he runs a game of football, how well we look on our set play. So look, we've left no stone unturned. I know for a fact Neil Smith and his management team will leave no stone unturned. We go there on Saturday, like I said, full of confidence. We've got to really hone in on what we've done previously to the Sutton game. I felt that they sport us at times, they got amongst us, which I can imagine teams are going to do. We need to manage that and identify what we're going to do for that spell. And we've worked on that this week. We spoke about where we can improve and what we need to do. And I think probably honing on their weaknesses, being Bromley's, and hopefully we can have a little bit of killer in the final third come Saturday.
Do you think it would be a big statement if you went there and won?
No, I just think that you look at the level, Solihull yet have gone and had a little march. These guys, Woking, Maidenhead have had a great start. Everyone's beaten everyone, and it's such an inconsistent league that you wouldn't be surprised if we go and beat Bromley and lose to Westfleet. It's that inconsistent, and for me, it's just about getting our house in order. It's about getting our organisation in terms of, can we get back-to-back wins over a bank holiday weekend? It'd be massive. Why? Because it propels you up the league, and yeah, I can only control the controllable, and that's what we do at this football club. And if we can get a consistency, get back to the performances like we showed at Chesterfield, Dagenham and Wrexham, and in spells at Torquay, especially with 10 men, then I think we'll come out better off than many other sides in the National League.
And finally, the chairman's come out this week expressing his concern for the low numbers attending here at Meadow Park. What do you make of his comments, and what's your opinion on the subject?
It's frustrating. It's you look at the work. I'm currently sitting in the changing room in a minute. You go out onto the pitch, you go out to the new stand, and it's a club on the upward curve. And you think that surely, if we had played like Sutton against Dagenham and against Chesterfield and against Wrexham, I'd totally appreciate the numbers going down. And listen, I'm not fickle. I know what football fans are like. They like to see a team winning. They like to see attractive football. We played against Chesterfield, and I felt we were very productive. And the team that are supposedly going to go and win the league, and we were the better side. We played against Wrexham, finished the game very strong, and that was probably on a Tuesday evening where we had low numbers anyway. But they've left the building feeling positive, and then to go away and get 78 on the road at Dagenham and to record a 3-0 win, you're only expecting not to have a bumper crowd. I'm not dumb, but to have more of a response in terms of people walking in and watching us. Why? Because we've shown that we can play attractive football. We've shown that we can go and get results, and then when you come and land here and there's 407 and 180 of them are Sutton fans, it is frustrating. And look, I ain't going to have a rallying call, get round everyone. It's just, can you come? Can you come and support the boys? You see, when the boys do go away from home, when they go and get in front of a fan base, we do perform. And it's a big thing of mine. Yes, we want to give you that reason to cheer. We want to give you that reason to create an atmosphere. If we're not doing it, quite rightly don't come. But I felt that in the early stages of what we've shown in the first 4 games, we should have had a crowd here come Sutton. I'm hopeful that the reaction, that we get a nice sort of good crowd come Monday against Westfleet, bank holiday. There's not much football going on, so yeah, come down, support the boys, and see if you can come back for another one.
Do you almost prefer playing away from home with the increase in numbers?
Always prefer being here. Look at it, I've got to be honest. I like working here. I'm proud to be a manager at this football club with regards to what's gone on in the off season, and yeah, I'll be lying if I didn't said to you when I walked out of Chesterfield I enjoyed it, and I'll be probably walking out of Notts County I'll enjoy it. But the fact of the matter is, this is our home ground, and you see teams get penalties, teams get decisions in their favour when you have a crowd, and it's unfortunate that we don't have the 1,500, 2,000 fans that the Maidenheads are getting currently and the Aldershots are getting, because if we did, there's 12 points on the board. Why? Because the ref will give you one. Then when you're rallying and getting around the group in terms of we last 10 minutes and we're 2-0 and there's a roar go up, trust me, as a player you hear that and you react to that. So it would be nice if we got the crowds up. It would be very positive. Do I prefer playing away from home? No, but our results suggest we do. But for me, we need to make sure that this is a fortress and we're getting back to getting good crowds and people that are enjoying watching the football we're offering up, and we're marrying that up with results.